So, why do you need a board of mentors? Why does that matter now? We're in a period of accelerated disruption. So many different things causing that. Obviously, AI plays a role. There are layoffs, quiet and otherwise, role compression, restructuring, whatever. A lot of disruption. The people who stay resilient aren't reacting alone. They have strategic relationships. This is not about networking. And certainly not about networking the way most people do it. This is about borrowing perspective from people already living the future you want. So we're going to focus on mentors first because frankly, it's the most important thing. So I've always done this with my long game coaching clients, building a mentorship board, but we're going to go beyond that today. But why am I mentor first? Because mentors shape how you think. Sponsors and champions amplify once the thinking is solid. And I just want to throw out there's a lot of people get the word coach and mentor confused. I'm your coach. A mentor is different. So we're talking about mentors here. Coaches are paid relationships. Coaches are helping you achieve very specific goals. Mentors are advisors with wisdom and are already living the future you want. Hopefully, when you hire a coach, you hire someone like me who's got a lot of wisdom from a ton of experience, because that's a coach who can really get you places. But today we're focused on mentors, and then we're going to talk some about sponsors and champions. So mentors are external. They're not internal. There's someone who is where you want to be professionally, who helps you think, decide, and navigate trade-offs. There's no reporting lines. There's no performance reviews. There's no politics. Then there's champions, and champions can be internal or external. Someone who talks about your work when you're not in the room. This is often peers or slightly senior folks, although they could be more senior than that. And then there's sponsors. Sponsors can be internal or former internal. There's someone with power who can open doors, put your name forward, or directly influence outcomes. They do tend to be more senior. The important distinction here is that many sponsors and champions would not be good mentors. Mentors require safety, honesty, zero agenda, and no conflicting loyalties. So my core teaching on this for my clients is that you need a 4-person mentor board. It's small, it's intentional, it's not a crowd, but also that contains the responsibility or the time commitment for each mentor. So 4 mentors, all external. You meet with each one once per quarter. They are where you want to be, not just generically successful. Now, here's our selection criteria. First of all, you need to know where you want to go, or at least have it dialed down to 2 potential paths. If you're considering 2 paths, you have at least 1 mentor for each path. If you only have 1 path, then obviously we don't have to worry about that. If you have children or want children in the future, at least one of your mentors needs to be where you want to be and have done that while raising a family. If you're a woman, one of your mentors needs to be a woman. Not all of them, just one. If you're from an underrepresented background, one mentor should share that lived experience. In my case, I needed a mentor that came from a blue-collar family, that had that in the background, where there wasn't a lot of college degrees. That was really important to me. That the school I went to was about budget, not my academic power. But whatever your underrepresented background, one of your mentors should share that lived experience. If you want to build a business or a side gig while you're currently working in corporate or working in somebody else's tech startup, one of your mentors needs to have done that. And if you intend to do this as a side thing before moving into doing it full time, you really do need one mentor who's done that. And then a nice to have is a mix of leadership and communication styles. That's a feature, not a bug. You're designing range of perspective, not cloning yourself or your future self. So let's talk about how mentors, champions, and sponsors show up over time. Mentors help you choose direction before decisions are visible. Champions amplify momentum once you're in motion. Sponsors create step change, not step-by-step change, create step change opportunities when timing and trust align. So we have mentors help you choose direction before decisions are visible. Champions amplify momentum once you're in motion. Sponsors create step change opportunities when timing and trust align. Career resilience is having all three used intentionally. So you're going to audit who you have in each of these three categories. Who helps you think bigger and longer term? Who opens doors or influences decisions? Who talks about your work when you're not there? Most people will realize they have champions and sponsors, but no true mentors where you've actually made a commitment that this is going to happen. So our action plan here is to build your 4-person mentor board, then layer champions and sponsors intentionally. You got this. Keep our community posted in Slack.